everybody. Welcome to episode 4 of Chasing Sound Live. Really happy to have you here. Hey, good morning, John. Good morning in Seattle. Nice to have you here. Got a lot to talk about, so thank you for joining in. We're going to talk about a lot today. We have new merch in the store. We have something starting tomorrow that's called Lick Every Day in August that I'm really excited about. We have a lot of new links, a lot of links for stuff happening in the guitar world. There's so much stuff going on. We got Kirk Hammett making big waves. We got a giveaway maybe happening. We'll see. We'll see if we get a couple more live viewers, and if we do, we'll do a giveaway. And either way, we'll do a giveaway from this video. I guess I wanted to kick it off with just talking about the live stream in general. I've done 3 of these previous so far, and they've been a lot of fun. Just have fun talking about the newsletter, talking about the guitar world, what I was into from the last couple weeks. But I would like to get a lot more live viewers on the stream, and because it's a lot more fun when it's more interactive. So I wanted to know from you guys, what is, the best time that you would be able to join a live stream. I know I see a lot of people doing them at different times during the week and different times during the day. What time works for you? Is it some weekday better, maybe like a Wednesday or a Friday, or is it like a weekend like we're doing here? Today I'm probably going to do a little bit of a shorter show because I got a couple things going on, but yeah, I definitely wanted to keep it going because like I said, I've been having fun doing these every other week, and I would really even like to start doing them weekly if I could. But if you're not watching live, feel free to leave a comment because I would like to know, what is your best time that you could join a live stream. And I also want to know, I always write stuff down in my notebook. You might see me looking at my notebook over here, things that I'm getting into, but I would like to know, what you guys are getting into too. And we have a really good spot for that. We have a Discord chat. I'm actually going to pop that into the live chat right now. Feel free to use this link. I think it should be good for about 7 days. Just feel free to join us in the Discord. It's been a lot of fun. The guys in there are so awesome. We always have fun talking about guitar gear, building stuff, what lessons we're into, and a lot of other weird stuff too. So it's a lot of fun. We have maybe like 30, 40 guys in there right now who pop in and out every once in a while. And then, of course, you got your main guys that come in every day who I have a lot of fun with. But, yeah, we'd love to have more people on live stream. Love to have more people in the Discord chat just talking about guitar because I feel like it's a really fun community over there. What else is going on? I also built a pedal. So let me show you this. This is from Build Your Own Clone. I didn't paint the chassis yet, but this is the Build Your Own Clone Classic Fuzz. It has a stomp switch here, has a switch for kind of like an EQ switch a little bit here. Your volume, your bias, and your fuzz. Not lit up right now, but it has an orange LED, of course, because orange all the things. And I decided to go with green for the power supply jack, although I'm actually using this one with a battery for the time being. But this was a lot of fun. Probably took me 3 to 4 hours overall, and I would love to paint it. So if you guys have any recommendations on what you guys use to paint pedals, or just draw cool designs on them, let me know. I actually want to show you guys the place where I built it from. Like I said, it's Build Your Own Clone. So this is their site. The cool thing, I got this one actually as a gift for my birthday back in May. So as you can see here, we're at the end of July. I finally built it. But now that I did build it, I'm really actually excited to start building more. A couple of their pedals are out of stock. Like you see this little reverb kit. I probably wouldn't start with something that crazy, but something like this Blue Overdrive kit looks like a lot of fun. And if you want to get an idea of, how crazy it'll be, you can just go to this instructions tab and kind of check it out. You download the PDF and you kind of see what's going on there. You could see, you could pick if it's a mod pack, what type of enclosure you want, if it's painted or not, what color's the jack, what color are the knobs, and so on. So it's a lot of fun. And the cool thing is that like this starts at about $60. I think the classic fuzz, yeah. Down here, this is the one I got about $55. And the main things that you need for it are, not a lot of money. Probably things that you should already have in your guitar setup already, like a soldering iron, some pliers, and so on, a wire stripper, and so on. But yeah, this was a ton of fun, and I really want to start building more. If you guys are building pedals of your own or other things of your own, let me know. Actually, we got a video later on in this live stream that I want to share with you that comes from one of our guys that's in the Discord who is doing just that. So yeah, that was a ton of fun. The next thing I wanted to talk about was, actually, you know what? Before we do, take a look at this. So this is my actual Instagram. If you want to follow me over there, it's instagram.com/chasing sound. The cool thing about this is, I took a couple photos. I was excited for it. This is all the wiring, a little hairy here and there, but overall pretty decent. They give you this PCB without any of the components on there. You pop them in, you start soldering them, and then you solder all the wires to the power jack, the input and output, the foot switch, which was a little tricky because it was tiny to get to, and then you pop a battery in there, and you're kind of good to go. If you want to check some audio, again, Instagram.com/chasing sound. You can see and hear what it sounds like. We also got some cool things coming up where you have PRS doing a guitar school. And if you're a fan of somebody like Tyler Larson over at Music is Win or Tim Pierce, these guys have been promoting this pretty big. I think it's about $100 right now. And you would be able to attend their school for 4 days. It's an online school, and it's starting in August. The cool thing with that is AMS, who's American Musical Supply, is actually giving away, I think, 40 scholarships to go check this out. So if you don't have the $100, go check this out. I will also pop this into the chat so you can enter. But yeah, pretty cool. This is the actual school. So you see, you got, again, Tyler Larson, you got Tim Pierce, and of course you got Paul Reed Smith. But that's not it. You also have Dennis Chambers. You also have John McLaughlin. You also have Bill Evans. And then, again, Tyler, Tim Pierce, all these guys who are going to be there. I'm excited for this. I think it's really cool. Going to buy a ticket to this and check it out. I know they're giving away instruments as well if you sign up. There's all sorts of giveaways. So check out that link that I shared with you, and you can enter it too. And if you're not able to get to this actual date where it's from August 9th to August 12th, I believe that you have access to all the lessons from this school on demand for the rest of your life. So $100, really, really good cause. And it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. So check it out. And if you want to check out more, click on that link. Now I wanted to talk a little bit about Six String Sunday. I always say, feel free to sub to Six String Sunday. You can go to chasingsound.com, and I have a sign up link there. Six String Sunday is a newsletter I do every Sunday. It's been going out for a lot of years now. It's been a lot of fun for me. I post my favorite links. It actually started off as something where I would just post 6 items, and then it kind of grew. I don't even remember when it happened. Probably a couple of years ago now, where I would include more links than usual. Probably happened around my birthday, where I was just so excited to post more. I just had so much to talk about, and I guess that's a little bit of why I'm doing this live stream as well, because not only do I like doing this newsletter every Sunday, but I also like talking about the links a little bit more, and that's why this live stream is kind of a little bit of behind the scenes to the newsletter. But yeah, go sign up for the newsletter. It's free. It goes out every Sunday. Usually has 15 to 20 links, if not more, every week, and it's a lot of fun. The first one I wanted to talk about from last week's issue was this Tommy Emmanuel guitar warm up. So Reverb, I mean, they just come out with so much cool stuff, so many cool series right now, and this is one of them. So this is Tommy Emmanuel's guitar warm up. Not going to play any audio on any of these videos. I don't want to. I'm not sure if any of them are copyrightable, but go check this out. And not only because this one is awesome, especially if you want to learn something like Travis picking, but they also have Corey Wong. They have Ariel Posen, who actually both those guys just came out with a song this week. Go check that out. Mateus Asado. Reverb has done a warm up video with all these guys, and they show you the warm up they do before they practice guitar, and it's just awesome. And I think the coolest thing I've been taking from a lot of them is just seeing which things that I want to incorporate into my own warm up, and then use them there because they're great. I mean, these are the greatest guitar players, some of the greatest guitar players out there. So I've been having a lot of fun watching those. And another thing you should check out. Let's see if we can find it quick. But another great series, digital Reverb, that I've been finding lately that they just started. Here it is actually analog versus digital. They just started this one, and the first episode they came out with is all about delay. This is a great series so far. I really love this. And the cool thing is Andy from Reverb kind of takes us through all these delay effects down here. You can see they have a DD8, Echoplex, there's tape delays, there's all sorts of funky delays, and then medium and longs, and even some slapbacks, which they start off with. These videos are so cool because they really let you understand, basically how a pedal sounds before you buy it. And these are something that I wish I had back in the day because, you'd go to the guitar store and, they'd have the nice Boss setup with all the pedals, but they wouldn't have something like this where I could hear every pedal known to man. And I feel like pedals have grown so dramatically over the last decade or so, or 2 decades even, that, there's so much more to listen to, and there's an overwhelming amount of pedals. So go check that out. And if you are in the chat, or if you are watching this at a later date, let me know too, like what you're into. Are you watching anything on YouTube right now to check out pedals? Do you like going to the store a little bit more? Either way, what are you using? I love interacting with you guys in the comments. So feel free to hit me up there. What else we got? Rick Graham. Rick Graham, his picking is usually otherworldly. This is another link from, I believe I posted this one last week, or if not, a teaser, where Rick Graham is doing a lesson with his new signature Charvel on arpeggios. He's the master of that. I'm really excited to check this guitar out. I'm a big Charvel fan. Here he has a single hum, and looks like there's some maybe modifications to the body here. I would like to see it in person, but the guitar sounds awesome. His lessons are always great. His right and left hand technique is like I said, otherworldly with what he's able to do and how he's able to play. It's like he's like the metal man's slow hand, just because he does so much, and it doesn't look like he's putting a lot of effort in. But really excited to check this guitar out. I think it's even a cool baby blue color scheme on this. Not sure if there are going to be any other color schemes, but looks like roasted maple neck. I'm very excited for this guitar, and like I said, go check out his channel because his lessons are awesome, and Rick is such a good dude. What else? This post, 50 Architects of the Electric Guitar. I like this for anyone that's just getting into guitar, or if you want to learn a little bit more about the guitar's history. I think Guitar World did a really good job of, talking about some of the best guitar architects of our time. And you have names that, I wasn't even familiar with. Something like Bill Eichen here with the Syntax. I can't remember if I've ever seen this. Maybe it's, before my time. I was born in the 80s, so... but then you got guys like Dan Armstrong, and of course you got guys like Paul Bigsby, I'm sure Leo Fender is on here somewhere. I think I saw him. Yep, there he is. Leo Fender, Larry DiMarzio. Just if you want to get an idea of, who made this industry so great in regards to gear, I think this is a phenomenal list to start with. And speaking of Leo Fender, this is another great video that somebody shared in the chat from Peach Guitars. And it's the top 10 Tele riffs of all time. And I actually wasn't subscribed to this channel before, but I am on my personal channel now. And it's a great channel because he has a lot of other, top 10 riffs of all time. I think he had one for the SG, maybe one for the Strat. But this was really good. He had guys like Bruce Springsteen on this. He had songs from Rage Against the Machine, songs from Blur. I think it's a really good list. There's only a couple that I would change around. I think he had Jeff Buckley in the honorable mentions, which I didn't 100% agree with. But a lot of Run Like Hell with Pink Floyd, you could see here. A lot of good picks on this. And go check out that channel, Peach Guitars. I'm a huge Tele fan. I was just talking about Charvel before, but huge Tele fan. This Tele looks great. Another video that we've been talking about a lot in the Discord is this video from the Pedal Show, where they talk about Telecasters, and this is going to actually be in tomorrow's issue. So, kind of like a sneak peek for tomorrow. We're going to be talking about Teles a little bit in the newsletter. The coolest thing about this is that if you look in the timestamps, not only do they test something like a cheap Squire and see how it sounds, but they pit it against a 1965 Tele. It's just awesome. I mean, the cool thing about the Telecaster is that it is a working man's guitar, and there's not much to it. You got your two pickups typically. You got your slab of wood. I remember going to the Fender factory in California, and it was such a cool experience. I'm not sure if they're doing tours anymore right now, but they had Fender, Charvel, Jackson, Gretsch, all under the same roof, and it was wild. I remember seeing all sorts of stuff that was supposed to come out before it came out, and it was a blast. So if you get the chance to go to the Fender factory, definitely do that. But they had some of the first Telecasters and broadcasters in the factory, and it was just wild to see some of this stuff, some of the history. And even when I went to the Met to see the This Might Get Loud, I think it was, what was it? Might Get Loud, or I forgot the name of the event, but they had all these classic guitars. Just to see some of these old original Teles was such a blast. So go check out this video from the Pedal Show. Definitely one of my favorite guitars of all time. After I pick up a PRS at whatever point that is, I really am itching to get a PRS. But after I get a PRS, I'm really itching to get a Suhr Modern T. We'll see. But this video kind of ties nicely into the next video that I wanted to talk about, which was from Paul Davids. And if I haven't talked about him enough in the newsletter, Paul Davids really, his videos are just the best produced guitar videos on the planet. His production is just amazing. And the reason I like this one is because you have him testing I believe it was, let me see if I can see it here. What year was it? Some older, I think like a 50s Martin, 50s or 60s Martin, against a $50 acoustic, which he bought from Amazon. Now, the funny thing about this video is that the $50 acoustic is just hilarious. I mean, it's just remarkably bad. Glue everywhere that you can see, binding that's terrible, marks on the guitar for no good reason. And the sound quality itself is just, it's rough. I think even the bridge he shows you in this video is actually coming up. So it's scary. It's scary that they allow these guitars to actually ship out there. Don't buy a $50 guitar. But the cool thing about this video, this is one of my favorite videos of the last couple weeks, is that he talks about, is any guitar really a $50,000 guitar? And of course the answer is no. I mean, there is no guitar that's worth 50 grand. To some people, sure, because of the collectability and the rarity of the guitar. But to everyday people, I would say no. But for this particular guitar, I mean, it sounds beautiful. Of course, it sounds like a great Martin. And the thing I liked about this video too is that he shows you, I think it's like 4 or 5 ways to improve the $50 guitar. So there's a little, tips and tricks you can do to make any guitar sound good. But the main thing of the day is don't buy a $50 guitar. It's not worth it. And give me 1 sec because it'll tie into this other video I wanted to talk about. Everything, I try to tie as many videos as I could together, and not only in the newsletter, but here. So check this a look. Actually, you know what? Before we do, check this out from John Waller. Really, really good tip. So random tip, if you're buying a pedal, take note of the return policy for the store you're purchasing it from to see if you can return it pretty easily. There's nothing like testing with your gear. Awesome. Couldn't agree with you more. If you're able to go check it out in the store, great. But if you're buying it from somewhere like Sweetwater or Amazon, I think the biggest things that you want to check out are if they have a return policy, how many days is that? And if there's a restocking fee. That's the big one. Think of it as renting it. If a pedal's $100 and there's a restocking fee of 15%, are you okay with paying $15 and possibly the shipping back to them, to test that pedal out with your own gear? I think that's a pretty good deal, for $15, especially if it's a pedal that you really like. But of course, the price gets higher and higher there as the pedal price gets higher. But that's a really, really good tip to check out pedals and check out that return policy. That's awesome from John. Where were we? So 5 reasons not to buy a new guitar. So how does this tie in? This is a video from Robert Baker, who is one of my favorite guys on YouTube. As you can see, he has a lot of guitars, so I'm not sure if he's taken his own advice lately. But no, he I hate these ads. Skip Guitar Theory, do this. These ads are terrible. I gotta get YouTube Premium again. But go check this video out from Robert Baker. He has a lot of great videos on his channel. And he gives 5 good tips for why you should not, he says not buy a new guitar, but it's actually why you should hold off on buying a new guitar. Number 1 is to not settle. So if you have $300, but the guitar that you want is really $600 or $1,000, don't buy the $300 guitar. And that's how it ties into that Paul Davids video. Wait a little bit so you'll feel better about your purchase down the line. I think this is an awesome video. So don't settle. Wait. Have a little bit of patience. If you were in our Discord chat, we had a guy in there who was talking about gear every day, and I think it was testing all of our patiences. But patience is huge when it comes to buying gear because you don't want to have any buyer's remorse. What else does he say in this video? The other thing is to not buy too many guitars that are the same. Now, I know this is hard. Again, if you're a fan of Tellys, maybe you want to buy a lot of Tellys, but even Robert here you can see it in the tip, is it different? Maybe get a Jaguar, maybe get a Telecaster, a Strat, a Les Paul. Try to differentiate it so you have more tonal options when it comes to really get into to playing guitar. I mean, it's really hard. We all have the gear acquisition syndrome. But that was one of my favorite videos. I think Robert makes a lot of good points of why you shouldn't buy a new guitar. Gonna take a quick coffee break. Definitely been talking a lot. All right. So we talked about pedals before and how I was happy building that build your own clone. Now we're going to talk about Simon Alloway's video here. Another one of my favorite dudes in the Discord, in the Chase It Sound Discord. As you can see here, he has a number of really, really cool guitars, a number of them that he built himself. The cool thing about this is this is nothing at my level yet. But pop into our chat if you want to talk to him about building your own pickups. In this video, he gives a little bit of a mini history on, you know, what type of pickups are out there. Gives us a chance to see, you know, differences, some slight differences between like a P90 here and a single coil and a humbucker. But the cool thing kind of starts around 2 minutes 30 seconds here. You can see that he's making his own Telecaster pickup, and he's doing the winding. But not only is he doing the winding, he's doing the winding out of a machine that he built himself. So this whole winding machine he built himself, and he's doing it. He's doing it for a certain number of wraps. I just, you know, I love these types of videos. Not only is Simon very calming, and I watch this when I want to reduce any anxiety. I think this is a very cool video to watch. It's like our guitarist version of ASMR, but just to see this happen in real time, it's cool. I mean, I don't know if you like to geek out about gear as much as I do, but I like to see how stuff is made, and I like to see the trial and error of this type of stuff too. And this is really, really cool. So, you know, like I said, building a pedal was really the kind of the first step for me. I'm not at this building my own pickup phase yet, but it's cool to see what he's done with, you know, as he said, you know, some wood and a motor, making this winding machine. And then the cool thing is to actually see one of the final products here, and then him actually playing it in his Tele, which is a very cool purple Tele. I'm very much into that. So go check this video out. He's Simon Alloway on YouTube, and how to wind your own Telecaster pickups. He has a couple other videos on his channel. He also has a really good website where over the last couple of years he's posted different stuff. Another one from John. I tie my guitar buying with my wife's bike buying. Hey, we gotta somehow, you know, you know, make the case for all the guitars and all the pedals that we have and all the gear that we have. It's a little crazy. And speaking of gear, one of my favorite guitar players of all time. I know I'm gonna get a lot of crap for this. You know, and I know people love him. I know people hate him. Big news in the guitar world this week: Kirk Hammett has joined the Gibson family. Now, first and foremost, I think this is really cool. You know, Kirk has played ESP for a long time, forever, and has had signature models. I actually own his KH2, but he's played his Flying V's. He's played other Gibson products over the last, you know, since Kill 'Em All, really. He's had a Flying V, and James Hetfield, who has not joined the Gibson family as of yet, but I'd be surprised if he doesn't join as well. Has played Explorers for a long time, not only from Gibson, but of course from ESP as well. The cool thing I like to watch with Gibson is on their YouTube channel and on their Instagram, they usually tease different things. So, you know, Dave Mustaine recently joined the Gibson family as well, and Kramer. So, you know, I like to see all these teases that they do. A lot of times they have guitars in the back of some of their posts, and it might be, you know, an upcoming guitar that they're going to ship. My first question was, is Kirk Hammett leaving ESP? Because he's had such a huge relationship with the brand over the last at least 20 years, maybe more than that. And one of our guys in the Discord found this post on his Instagram saying that whenever he hears Monsters of Rock, it makes me think about how fortunate he is to work with Gibson and ESP, because he gets to work with these two giants. So it looks like he's not leaving ESP. Like I said, ESP has been a huge part of Kirk Hammett's life and Metallica's life, and I think Metallica has made ESP such an enormous brand over the last couple of decades. So it's kind of cool that he's not leaving. And what they talked about in this video is just, you know, how Kirk has always been into Gibsons, and that's super cool. But I want to see, they mentioned that they weren't announcing any products today, but that they were going to have a lineup for Kirk Hammett. So it's not just one. So I wonder if they're going to do Gibsons, maybe some Epiphones, maybe a Kramer. We'll see, but I'm really excited. You know, like I said, he's kind of the reason I picked up guitar in the first place, and I'm excited to see where this goes with Kirk Hammett. Really, really, really cool news this week. Um, Also, in some interesting news, thank you to the people that have already picked up a new shirt. But I made a shirt just for the newsletter, and I think it's kind of a cool. I think it's kind of a cool slogan anyway. Sundays are for six strings, and if you ever see something like Barstool's Saturdays are for the boys, this is kind of like that, but for guitar players. So Sundays are for six strings. Teespring has offered a lot of wacky designs on their shirts, but if you're looking for a small through a large, check out this men's staple tee. And if you're looking for some of the bigger sizes, you can go to this all over print where the message is a little bit bigger. Comes in a number of colors, and this one goes all the way up to 3XL. And I would just appreciate anyone who picks up any of this merch because I never really talk about it, but there's money to host the website. There's money to send out the newsletter each week. I use the guys over at ConvertKit, really cool people. And I for sure I've never made a profit on Chasing Sound, but it's one of those things that you always hear. Like, I would do this, I would talk about guitar no matter what, just because it's such a huge part of my life, and has made such a huge impact in my life overall that I would just do it for fun anyway. But if you buy one of these shirts or support me through the newsletter, I usually have little links on the footer of the newsletter. I definitely appreciate it because it does, as they say, keep the lights on with my brand. That being said, I am not going anywhere, and thank you for buying shirts, mugs, stickers, and everything. I really, really appreciate it. So yeah. Oh, and I can't forget real time follow up. I posted the Sundays are for six strings in the chat, and then we had a request for the 7-string version. I'm not going to do an 8 or 9-string version of the shirt yet. I think it's too crazy. But there is also a Sundays are for 7 strings shirt now too as well. Same price, no extra money for the extra string. For our friends that love the low B, this is a shirt for you. Sundays are for 7 strings. If you'd like to see any other cool shirts, any other cool designs, let me know. This is the original here. Chasing Sound, learning guitar is awesome. One of my logos that I commissioned a while back, and kind of just stuck with it. It's kind of like a take on a Strat, and one of my favorite logos. So yeah, enough selling, more giving. Let's do more giving. I don't know that I have enough live people in the chat right now. No, I don't. But I do want to give away this book. So this is a book from Guitar Aerobics. It's actually a book I own. And it's old because it actually came originally, I don't know if it does anymore, but with 2 CDs. One with the guitar tracks and one with all the rhythm tracks. I love this book. It's about $18, and it's from Hal Leonard. And the cool thing about this is that it ties into another thing that I'm going to be talking about here in a moment. It ties into picking up the guitar every day. It has a technique for every day where you're working on something every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So for instance, on Monday for week 14, and this is the same for every week, you're always going to work on alternate picking. Then on Tuesday, you're going to work on string skipping. Then on Wednesday, string bending. Then arpeggios, then sweep picking, then legato, and then rhythm work. So this is awesome because this is truly a book for every day. This is a 365-day book for guitar, and it has you picking up the guitar every day. Guitar Aerobics, really funky looking cover here. You can kind of see the inside of this guy's hand. But check it out. So because we don't have a ton of live viewers right now, what I think I'd like you to do is just post any comment, and then I guess on the next live stream, that would probably be the best thing to do. On the next live stream, I will announce the winner. So it gives you at least 2 weeks to enter. If you're checking this video out and if you've gotten this far, number one, thank you. Number two, subscribe to the channel. And number three, just leave a comment and I will be picking somebody by the next live stream, Chasing Sound Live episode 5, to pick up this book. Book is just really awesome. I've talked about books so much over the last, out of on the website, on the newsletter, on the last couple live streams, just means so much. There's this guy, Ramit Sethi, who talks about his book buying rule, and his rule is if you think you can even get one good idea out of it, just buy the book. And I've done that a lot. Have a lot of books behind me. I have a lot of books in storage. Ton of guitar books. I just think they're so important. If you can get a couple ideas and you spend what, $20, $25, totally worth it. So, like I said, comment on the video so I know you're entered, and I will do something like a random number generator to get that going. Speaking of which, in addition to that, you should check out coming up another live stream, which if you're watching this live, is happening later today. I love watching Levi Clay do transcription just because I learned so much from him, and I'm such a big fan of Guitar Pro, and I really got into Guitar Pro partly because of him. But it's just cool to watch him work. He is coming up, his live stream is coming up in about 3 or 4 hours at 4 o'clock Eastern. He's going to be transcribing Eric Johnson. I'm not really sure what track he's doing yet, whether it be like a Cliffs of Dover or something else. But I'm really excited for that. I will definitely try to be tuning into Levi's stream because yeah, Guitar Pro is such a cool program, and if you're writing riffs already, I think you should be trying to transcribe them so you don't forget them at a later time. One of the best programs out there. Not a lot for Mac. Also has an iPhone component. Go check them out. Something else I've been checking out lately though is GoodNotes. I always talk about a ton of apps on here. GoodNotes, I just started getting going with it, so I can't show you my iPad yet, but I will try to show you in the next couple live streams. Maybe I'll even make a full video about it. The cool thing about GoodNotes is that it allows you to take handwritten notes. So I have an iPad Pro, one of the earlier ones, and I have the Apple Pencil, as they show over here in the screen share. Have the Apple Pencil. It's a really good way to make multiple notebooks for different things, and then have access to those notebooks anywhere, whether you're on a Mac, whether you're on your iPad, or you're on your iPhone. You always have access to that stuff because it's shared in iCloud. So one of the things that I wanted to do, I love writing. I love writing in Guitar Pro. I think that's the most important. But I also wanted something to use with students. And if you're a guitar teacher, I think you should check this out. And not only, as a guitar teacher who might take an iPad with you to different lessons, but also as a guitar teacher who might not want to use paper all the time. A lot of today's kids, number one, we're either doing lessons with them remotely all over the country, all over the world, or a lot of kids want an email, or they want something that they can just access that's not paper. I love paper and pencil. I love paper books and all that. But I was really looking at something that, again, if I'm teaching somebody online, I could have quick access to, rather than Guitar Pro. I'm talking about handwritten notes that I could share with students. And I think this was the coolest thing. And what really sold me is if you check out GoodNotes, I'm not sure if it shows it here on the main site, but you can make folders. So like right now I have a guitar folder, and I have 2 notebooks right now, one for lessons and then one for my own riffs that I'm writing. You can choose like a cover of the notebook. It's really nice. It's pretty cool. But the coolest thing is that they have these templates where you can choose either staff paper or you can choose tablature. So I picked tablature, and that's exactly the thing I was looking for, where it has a couple lines of tab across the sheet. I can use my Apple Pencil, and I can ultimately share those notes, those lesson notes, with my students. And I thought that was really cool. Um, so yeah, just another app to check out. It wasn't a ton of money. Let's see how much it is here. It's $8, but it's $8. Well, it's $8 for everything, as far as I remember. It was $8 for the Mac and the iPhone and the iPad. It's a universal app. It's number 2 in productivity right now, so you know a lot of people are using it. So go check it out. Good Notes 5. And finally today, I wanted to talk about one other thing that is actually starting tomorrow. And if you've stuck around to now, thank you. It's called Lick Every Day in August. So here was my post about it not too long ago. And again, like I said, I'm trying to tie a lot of things together, not only in this live stream, but in my life. I like stacking habits and everything. Like I said, it might sound like it's something to cure your allergies. The acronym is LEDIA, but it's just another way that will have me picking up the guitar every day. Similar to that guitar aerobics book, I think it's so important to pick up a guitar every day and practice. I know it's hard. I'm actually, I have 2 kids, so it's not easy to find time. But I think if you find even a half an hour in your day, it's important, and it will make a big impact on your guitar playing. So what's going to happen, or what I intend is going to happen, like I said, I don't have any banked up licks. I'm going to try this all over the month of August every day to pick up my guitar, write a new lick. What I'm going to do is write the lick, film myself on my iPhone, and then try to post it to Instagram, TikTok, maybe YouTube Shorts. I gotta look into that. We'll see tomorrow, because August already somehow is starting tomorrow. I can't believe the summer has been going this fast. And I think if you want to join along, that would be awesome. Do a little hashtag LEDIA. Hashtag LEDIA for Lick Every Day in August, so I can check them out. And what I want to do is I want to do a lick for every day in August, and maybe at the end of August, early September, kind of take all the licks together and make a montage maybe for YouTube and just see how it's gone. And I can't imagine that every lick would be good. I as a heads up, but I can say for sure that I've already been practicing a lot more in anticipation of trying to write a new lick every day, because that is a habit. Writing licks is a habit. Writing songs is a habit. And for sure, if you're not practicing that type of stuff every day or every month, it will atrophy. Like, you won't be as good a songwriter if you're not making bad licks all the time. You have to write a lot of bad licks to get to the good ones. And that is hopefully what I intend to show over August. I don't know yet how I'm going to find the time every day, especially with work and running around. Some riffs might be going up at 11:59 p.m., but I am going to try it, and keep me accountable. Join the Discord, post on TikTok, post on Instagram, hit me up in the comments, and let me know. I would love for you to join me. Like I said, the easiest thing to do, you don't have to go as fancy as I'm going to go, and I'm not even going to go that fancy. What I intend to do is take my guitar, plug it into my Fractal, and plug that into my interface, just so I get a little bit better guitar audio than the camera audio. But you don't have to. If camera audio is good enough for you, every day just pop your phone up and record one lick. It's just one. It doesn't have to be a full song. It just has to be a cool lick. It could be 5 notes. I think that's the best thing. And what you will find is that if you're trying to write one lick, after that, you're going to get inspired. The biggest thing is to pick the guitar up and start trying, and then you're going to be inspired to want to continue to write more that same day. And I think once you practice for a week, you're going to say, oh my God, this is a habit. You're going to really feel like it's a habit that you'll want to practice each and every day. And that's really what Chasing Sound is all about. Playing guitar every day, talking about it, having fun with it, and just connecting with other people that love guitar. So I hope you'll join me. Like I said, if you're watching this, it starts tomorrow on Instagram and TikTok, and on maybe YouTube. We'll see. But yeah, follow me over there. And thanks for watching this if you were live, and thanks for watching this at a later time. That's really, really cool. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments, and I will see you in 2 weeks. Don't forget, comment on this video. You have a chance to win Guitar Aerobics on the next live stream. I'll see you soon.